Hi, it's Anne-Marie Segal. I am so used to making Italian videos that if you watch my Italian video series, I'm doing them every day. I'm so used to making Italian videos that it's a little refreshing to know that I don't have to do this in a foreign language, I'll just do it in English. So I'm here in New York City. I used to live in New York City for a number of years and work in New York City, actually a few blocks from here. I'm at 52nd and Avenue of the Americas. I used to work at 45th, actually between 44th and 45th. I remember back when I didn't know Avenue of the Americas was 6th Avenue. I didn't know really the difference between streets and avenues. I remember the first time I came to New York with a friend from college, and we were expecting something truly grand. I was in Grand Central this morning thinking about the word grand. New York City is truly grand, but it's also truly very urban, and not everywhere that you look looks quite as grand, and we were frankly a bit disappointed. I thought I wouldn't come back to New York again. I had no idea that I would not only come back many times, but live in New York City, and then when I moved, still live within very commutable distance from New York City. When I left New York City, I didn't know that I wouldn't come back all of the time. It was kind of a surprise to me that once I left, I would be in the suburbs and that would be okay, because you get used to the energy of the city, everything it offers. You kind of get this island syndrome, they call it, and in most islands, people who live on islands call it that. I don't know if everyone here calls it that, but the idea that, you know, Manhattan is the center of the universe and why go anywhere else? I have to say I fell into that a little bit. Thankfully, I knew it wasn't true because I'd lived for so long in Illinois, a state that many New Yorkers might not even know is where Chicago is versus, you know, Indiana or Wisconsin or Michigan or Iowa. Another thing I think about, and I'm hoping to get everything in this video that's on my mind right now about New York City. Another thing that I think about when I first came to New York, let's see, this must have been my second or third time coming to New York. I was touring a law school here in New York City, and one of the professors found out that I had an art history degree, master's in art history, before applying to law school. And he said, "Oh, have you been to the Degas show?" And I didn't have the heart to tell him that I was not, it's not that I wasn't interested in the Degas show, but in the few hours that I had in New York City, it was not my top priority. And he could not understand that. He basically stopped talking to me after that. You know, I was shadowing the class. He was very excited to greet me, and then I kind of sat in the corner. I guess he dismissed me because I was no longer useful, because I had not indulged his Degas interest. Lesson learned about interpersonal relations, although I stand by what I said. I'm here, Radio City Music Hall is just a little that way, the MoMA is a little that way, Central Park is a little that way. I've been to, well, I haven't been inside Radio City Music Hall, although I've been in the building. I haven't yet gone there. Been to the MoMA many times. I actually used to intern there. Been to Central Park multiple times. So now I'm saying it in retrospect, but I said it then, as I said, my second or third trip to New York. It's not just about coming to see the sights, it's about really breathing in what is the city. You can hear all the noises around me. I took some photographs. I love art, but I'm not going to stand in line to go to the MoMA. Most of my time that I have here today that's free and not taken up with meetings would be used to stand in that line if I went to the MoMA. And I see art all around me. When I'm in New York City and I'm in an open frame of mind, where I'm not just trying to get from point A to point B, I'm amazed at what there is to offer. And I'm thinking about this because as a coach, as a leadership coach, a lot of what I do is help people open up to the world of possibility, indulge their curiosity. I would say probably within a 10-block radius, I have dozens of clients who are right now at their desks doing work. I'm in Midtown. They may be on a call. They may be thinking about their next move. They may be in a board meeting. They may be taking a break and getting a cup of coffee. They may be in the elevator. I'm glad none of them are walking by at this moment. It's interesting because at one time I felt like this was playing. This was not actually doing work. This looking for inspiration everywhere. I knew in my heart of hearts that it was something I needed to do for myself, but I realize now as well that it's something I need to do, not only to help myself take a breath, to help myself see the world in a different way, but it's also something that I need to do for my clients, so I can be there and be open and curious and open them up to that possibility. So if a client were to walk by, that's what I would say. In the meantime, it is really cold. I'm on a marble bench and my phone is about to die. I am recording this on my phone on a tripod. I don't know what the folks around me are thinking, but in New York City, you can do pretty much whatever you want. It's one of the beauties of New York City, if you will. You feel like you're anonymous all the time until, of course, you see someone that you actually know, and then your anonymity fades for an instant or a length of time, and then again, you can walk the streets and just take it in your own way. For people who live here or who work here, who come here often, or to any other city, I encourage you to be open and think about it as if you're experiencing it for the first time. It's not just important because it will help you have a new relationship to the city, cities in general, to where you live, to the world around you. But that sense of openness and curiosity is exactly what you can bring back to your toughest challenges. Thanks for listening, and this is Anne Marie Segal from Segal Coaching LLC.